There will be a time when you and me finally can talk. If you speak now, your words will only tear us apart. I pray you'll find a way to mend your broken heart. Yeah.
Who are you fighting?
You can show me a new.
Buongiorno, beautiful people. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no speak. I literally have taken yet again a very long time off YouTube, but I will explain right now what happened because a lot has happened, both good and bad. So yeah, I can't wait to tell you. So I'm gonna quickly put you on the table. I think you're straight. Okay, cool. So yes, I haven't seen you in a long time, so hi. Welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you see my channel, then welcome. I took yet again another time of YouTube, but it was justified, okay? So it wasn't because I couldn't be bothered or whatever, or because I was lazy. It was truly a hectic time. So since the last time I spoke to you, I think I mentioned about 3 videos ago that we were in the process of starting to look for a house to buy, and yeah, just getting to see whether we could afford one, and most importantly if we saw any properties in the area that we're looking at to live in that we could buy or that were available. So a lot has happened, and I can't say yet that we bought a house, but I can say that we are at the final stages of the process of buying a property. So yeah, that's really exciting. We had a lot going on, and that's one of the big main reasons why I haven't been vlogging. I do want to share the whole process. I do want to share exactly all the steps that we've done, all the things that we needed, what needs to happen when, and everything like that. But I just wanted to maybe perhaps do a specific video when I do an empty house tour if we end up buying this house, and then I can explain then and dedicate the whole video into what you need to do, what are the steps, and how the whole process works. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into that, but just to say that we basically are in the moment where we are trying to renegotiate the price because our offer was accepted, all the surveyors, conveyors, everything has been done. However, a few, let's say, structural problems have risen when we did our valuation and our survey. And so usually once you get back the report from the surveyor, that's when, if there is anything that is very major and you didn't know about, you have the chance to renegotiate the price before closing the deal 100% and exchange contracts and exchange keys. So we are at the stage now where we're trying to see if we can lower the price. It's not a deal breaker because the things that needs to be done are not like, we don't have to rebuild the whole house, or there isn't any like structural problem that the house is gonna fall apart, but then they're little tiny things, and when you add them up it goes like over 10 grand worth of the stuff. So yeah, we're trying to be fair on both ways and see whether the owner of the house is willing to meet us at least halfway, or you know, do anything for us, because it's going to be a really intense few months as soon as we move in. There are a few things that we want to do straight away, but yeah, so that's really great news, and I didn't think I was going to be here saying this literally a month after doing our offer. So yeah, the last time I talked about it was more or less a month and a half ago, when we didn't put any offer. We hadn't even seen this house yet. So yeah, a lot has happened and it's crazy. I thought it was going to take way longer, so fingers crossed everything goes well, that we can reach an agreement with the current owner of the house and we can just go ahead and finalize, and then maybe do a moving vlog and everything related to the house. I'm hoping for the end of March, but more probably mid-April. But yeah, really soon, and I can't wait, and I feel so blessed. So this is just crazy. But yeah, but then other things that happened, I think I mentioned now a few times. One second, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea before it gets cold. I think I mentioned already quite a few times that my work is under a lot of pressure. We're having to work slightly longer hours. We definitely have to do way more during the day, and the whole thing has been absolutely crazy. So of course I had to prioritize the activities that basically pay the bills. So I had to work a lot more, and sometimes I'm doing days where I start at 8 a.m. and I finish probably like past 7 p.m. And so yeah, my energy levels, my like time and like mental space has completely gone out of the window, and everything that had to do with my Back to Fit series, it's not that I stopped. I'm still working towards it, but I'm working towards a different angle, which as well I'm really excited to share with you. I think again it's going to take another video and a dedicated like reasoning why and everything, but in like brief and short terms, right now my Back to Fit cannot happen. So my Back to Fit was my series, if you haven't seen this yet, where I basically bring you in the journey towards getting my stronger body back. So when I was my fittest, when I was really strong, and when I could do a lot of things and I felt like powerful in myself, and regardless of how I looked like. So just literally a functional way of doing and a functional ability of my body. And I will talk about more in another video, but basically I cannot be stronger if I don't first fix a few problems that my body has that do affect the way that I, let's say, my energy levels, that affect the way that I just am mood wise and just everything, because everything is related. So yeah, I had to first fix my problems, which are related to gut health, which are related to be quite honest, sorry if this is TMI, but related with constipation and bloating and feeling sick every time I ate, and just like related to all these tiny things that at the end do affect how much I sleep, do affect how much I'm stressed, do affect my everything. And so if I'm not mentally there when I'm trying to push myself to work out harder and be stronger, then everything's gonna fall apart and it's just not gonna be feasible. So yeah, it's nothing bad, it's nothing like I'm not sick, I'm not having like a, thank God, a terminal illness or anything like that, but it's something that I really think is important that I open and talk about, because it's very tiny things that are really common, that probably most of the people have in one way or the other, but that are just brushed down the carpet as being normal. Like I've seen so many GPs telling me that it's all normal, that you just, you know, take that pill, take that supplement, take this, take that, but then at the end of the day it's not fixing the problem, it's just making me not feel the symptoms, but it's not fixing to the core, to the root of the problem. So yeah, that's something that I definitely want to dedicate a whole video about and talk about that. Of course, my battery is dying, I will change it and I'll be back soon. That was a good way to me to stop blabbing and just cutting myself before I take ages to discuss anything. But yeah, so Back to Fit, yes, it's back, it's still on basically, but in a different approach, which I'm very excited to share with you and just explain to you, so you can perhaps even yourself be better and research more and know more about gut health. So yeah, definitely making, I think, a video about it specifically, I think tomorrow, because as well I have some grocery coming, because obviously it's related to food as well. So yeah, I'll probably do that tomorrow and upload it shortly after. But then, okay, so work has been hard. My gut health and my health of my body has been struggling, but getting there to be better. So yeah, I haven't trained as much because of that, because I literally physically could not. But I have been really good, and I've been doing an hour walk every single day. I think there was only one day when I didn't, but I did work out that day, just a very easy, like soft full body session, nothing too crazy, nothing too long. But for the other days, for I think now 3 weeks straight, I have totally basically gained the habit of going out for a walk for an hour. So instead of doing my lunch break in front of the TV or watching a series or whatever for work, I just went out for a walk and just took the time for myself to breathe and to listen podcasts about gut health, and listen things that just make me use my brain, but without giving me anxiety, without being sat all day at a chair. So yeah, that has been great, and has been something that I definitely recommend anyone to do. You have no idea how much it affects your mood. I mean, if you're anything like me, anything I do during the day, if I'm more active, it straight away like improves my mental health and improves my mood and my like mental state like so quickly. Is ridiculous, and it makes me really question why I don't do it more often, or why I didn't value it as much in the past. So yeah, having worked out not as often, maybe twice a week or once a week, or for the first like few weeks, nothing at all, but definitely went for a walk every day. Yeah, it's just what makes me happy. And as I said, I really need to work a lot for work, so I can't afford to just go out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm just trying to be like realistic and do what I can, and just ensuring that, yeah, my mental health comes first, because as I said, everything is related, and when you fix one thing, surprisingly enough, the other things fix itself. So yeah, very happy with that. Then as well, it was my birthday at the beginnings of February. So yeah, now I'm 24 years old, and I had the most precious surprise that, oh my god, it was beautiful. So my family and friends, and bear in mind that these are as well friends that were from my childhood, like when I was 2 years old or 3 years old, like children I basically grew up with but I haven't seen in 20 years. My mother and my fiance, they organized it so that they were all in a super like massive basically Zoom call, and yeah, I was blindfolded and they were all there, and they all sang me happy birthday in 4 different languages, which ended up like sounding like horrible. But yeah, it was amazing. It made me cry, and it really made me realize that I know it sounds weird, but like that I'm not as alone as I thought I was, in the sense that whenever I was thinking even about planning our wedding, I always thought, oh god, I have no one to invite, like I literally have 10 people, like is it even worth it making a wedding for that? But then yeah, all these people that truly cared about me, and they wanted to be there, and they told me how much like they miss me, or how much they cherish the memories when we were younger, and things like that, has been truly amazing, and something that left me speechless. And honestly, I think that's the best gift you can give to anyone. Like nothing material could even compare to that, not even a tiny bit. It was awesome, and it was a really good way to celebrate my 24th birthday in quarantine, because basically that's why we are in lockdown. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that happened. I don't know, I've been blabbing for what, 15 minutes now? But yeah, it has been a crazy month. I think that I never in my life so many things of like so many like high emotions and like very intense stuff has happened in like just 30 days, which is mind-blowing to me. But it has been a roller coaster, and yeah, I really needed a little bit of time off to just, you know, recoup, just like organize my headspace, just make sure that I prioritize what's important as well as work, prioritize paying the bills, and then we can go from there. So yeah, I'm really glad I'm back, and sorry for the basically dump of information, and I know that this is not like the most entertaining video yet, like so far, but yeah, I just wanted to update you with everything that happened, and just wanted to tell you where we're at, and hopefully we'll have some really exciting things coming up soon. I can't wait. We already started sort of like thinking how many boxes to buy for the move and things like that. So if anyone has any idea, because we haven't moved in for almost 4 years, but even when we moved in this apartment, because it was our first like actual apartment living together, we didn't have anything. So all the furniture that you see, we bought it to get delivered to this place. So we have never you know, experienced moving this stuff somewhere else. So it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be hard, especially because neither of us has a driving license. Neither of us has a driving license, which is still mind-blowing. We were meant to do it this year, like we knew like 2020 we were gonna do it, and then lockdown happened, and so like the whole like lessons and all that, we just didn't do it. So yeah, we're gonna have to rent, I think, like a moving company with some people that they can both drive and help us move stuff, because otherwise I have no idea how we're gonna do it. The other thing, before I promise you I'm gonna stop blabbing, but the other thing is that I think I mentioned it in my get ready with me, where I was like getting ready to go to the first house viewing of another house. The house that we're at is an investment property, so we're going to live in it, but we're just basically, we bought it to just do sort of like an aesthetic touch up and redo the bathroom, redo the kitchen, redo the whole garden because it's a mess, and like paint everything to then sell it hopefully within 2 to 3 years, because those are as well the terms of our mortgage, and I'll explain that in the video dedicated to it. But yeah, so the reason why we bought it is for that, is just to make it a little bit better, improve it, and then sell it again, if not at the same price, but maybe a tiny profit, enough to cover for the costs of renovating it, just so we can then move into the next property. Because whether or not you have a profit, because you're not paying rent money into someone else's pocket but into your own, then when you sell it, all the money that you have paid for the mortgage every month, minus obviously the interest, that helps to get a bigger deposit for the next house. So the next house is probably going to be bigger, definitely more expensive, but like, you know, bigger or in a better location or whatever the perks for it to having a higher value. So the thing is, at the beginning when I was thinking about renovating the house, I always was like on Pinterest, like scrolling and having ideas and like trying to get inspiration, and I realized that I was shopping for my dream house. So not only that meant that the stuff that I was liking and saving, like the actual materials to do that, is more expensive, but as well, like, it didn't make sense, because if we're gonna sell it in 2 years, like, first of all, why would we spend so much? Second of all, just because it's my dream house, like aesthetically wise, doesn't mean that it's going to be the future owners. So we need to make it sellable, we need to make it neutral, like nice enough but neutral, so that whoever comes and view it in 2 years time can like picture themselves or himself or herself living there. So I can't really go for like the patterns that I like and the marble and this and that, because chances are it's going to be my taste. And so if we're selling a house made and renovated, we're selling it so that the people can just move in and live in it without changing anything, or nothing major like a kitchen or a bathroom. So yeah, I need to dial it down. I need to dial it down, both in terms of style but as well in terms of price, because otherwise there is no way we can sell it like to recoup what we will spend in it. But it's going to be interesting, so I can't wait. So I think I'm going to definitely walk you through what I like in like personally, but as well what I think I'm going to do to keep it neutral, to keep it still like modern and stylish and nice, but nothing in your face, or nothing with like, I wanted to, like, for example, the kitchen like this baby blue gray kind of thing, but not everyone likes that. So I think we're just gonna stick to white and maybe a oak countertop or something like that. So little bits like that that do make a difference. But yeah, I think it's going to be super fun. I haven't had breakfast yet, so it's about 11 o'clock, because I'll talk about this in another video, but yeah, for the gut health, you meant to like do sort of like intermittent fasting, not really, but kinda. So I think I'm going to probably, yeah, wait an hour more and having my first meal at lunchtime basically, so at noon. And I'm going to show you my lunch, hopefully, if it's not too long, the video, because I don't want to either make it like a half an hour thing, which probably is going to end up being, knowing me. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you, I'm gonna start editing this, and I will see you at lunchtime. Okay, so I went a little bit over time editing, so it's slightly past, what is it? It's basically 1 o'clock, so okay, an hour over time. I am quickly doing my lunch, and I wanted to show you. So in terms of probably the video that I'm gonna talk about gut health and whatnot, The main thing here that you'll see, I'm not doing like low carb or anything. It just so happens that these are the stuff, some like roasted vegetables that I have leftovers. I have to finish the avocado, and then high protein, healthy fats. So yeah, egg yolk and avocado are healthy fats, but yeah, I'm not doing low carb by any means. I will explain that in the next video, but this is what I'm having today. And I just wanted to say that this bacon, it is slightly more expensive, but it does taste so much better, and it's way lighter and it doesn't make you feel like, you know, you've done anything, like eaten everything wrong or anything like that. So this bacon is absolutely worth it. So yeah, I'm just gonna plate it up and have this sort of weird like mix of vegetables and whatnot. I mean, to be fair, it's still quite a lot of food, so I'm probably gonna get full, but yeah, I think it's like a very healthy and balanced first meal of the day, and it has a little bit of everything, and it's very colorful, which, as I'll talk about, is important. But yeah, this is going to be my first meal. Can't wait to dig into it, and then I'll talk to you in a second. Basically, that's everything. Besides that, I think I'm going to just do a bit of editing today, get this vlog out for the first time in a long time. I definitely forgot everything. It's a bit bright. 1 sec. That's better. I definitely forgot everything that comes into editing and thumbnails and everything else. So yeah, it's taking a little bit longer than usual, but I'll get back to the swing of things. So yeah, that's basically, that's it. That's the update. I wanted to just make a whole video where I just blab and just put it there so that I can tell you exactly what happened, and then we can just move on and go back into the swing of things. Yeah, I think next video is going to definitely be about gut health and exactly what I'm doing and all that. Nothing like, I can't really tell you what to do or where to get your information from or whatever, but I can definitely share basically my logic behind it, what's happening to me, what I'm going to do about it, why I decided to do what, and all that. So yeah, maybe it will help you, or you know, just if you're nosy as I am and you like to see those videos. I think, yeah, Robbie Gallant as well, she did a video about gut health. She had, like, her problems were nothing to do with mine, but I think it does, like, it shows or gives to show that those things are quite normal, and then everyone is like a individual case. So that's why you should definitely do your own research and understand exactly what would work for you. But yeah, that's something I'm going to do tomorrow. He's never just chill. Can someone explain to me how to make cats love you? Because he's literally pushing me away with his paw. Like, he's doing everything that he can to be as far away as possible from me. But then, of course, once he's hungry, he's like the most loving, and he wants pets and he wants like cuddles and whatnot. And then as soon as he's finished eating, like now, he ate about 10 minutes ago, he's just like, don't touch me. But he's so cute. I'm gonna put him down. Go, you can go. But yeah, I really hope you liked this vlog / update video. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more weird videos, whatever I come up with. Basically just me sharing my life, and because my life is quite chaotic, my videos are probably going to look like that. But I'm trying to get myself a little bit of structure, so I am planning, and I'm trying to be as consistent as I used to be before taking my break. So yeah, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you next time. Ciao!